you?
Very good, how about you?
Hanging in there, pal.
Yeah. Usually when I pull that one day at, Sonny Steve's across the road.
Oh, yeah.
Over there, please.
Yeah.
Not big, right?
No, okay.
You want to call me about the tree trimming for the house?
Ah.
About the sewer going on.
Melvin.
Oh, he's doing all right. Hanging in there. Hey, Matt, how's Ted?
Aging. Are we not all, right?
Was Rick gonna call me?
I don't know if he's gonna call me or not.
One of these guys gonna say something about this or this? Or the line gonna say something?
When I'm doing the bill.
Okay, the bill
These
is
are not
fine.
listed, kind of like the, bachelor, for the fact, we're not gonna include the whole. Yep. Go there. These are not on that list. Those.
This is just payroll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi there, how are you?
I'll meet you.
Just peachy.
No.
I'll do that, I'll do that.
You're talking about the, yeah?
Flip printing.
Oh, yeah, that's it. This one. Hmm? That won't do right now.
Rick on the phone now.
A couple minutes yet.
Minutes for December. Should have on it, or we can have a special meeting before February for Justin?
Yeah, whenever. Whenever Rick gets back, cause Rick would like to be here.
Right,
Yeah, so whenever he gets back.
but I'm saying should that be in the December?
Oh. Did we talk about that? Oh, we did. But we didn't didn't pick a date, I don't think.
Before the February meeting, I.
Right,
my
we just gotta pick a date. We just gotta pick a date to have
I think you wanted to wait until he got back to
Right.
pick a
the, see
date.
when he gets back and we'll pick a date.
But they only pick before the February meeting.
Well, if he gets back,
Oh, you might not
Hello.
be back.
I'm gonna put
He
you on,
gets- he
I'm
gets
gonna
back
put
in
you on
the middle of-
speaker.
February, I think.
Okay,
Okay,
So whenever he gets back.
okay.
right.
Fine? Fine. All right, call this meeting to order. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, review the agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda.
Okay, I'll second it. Motion made and seconded to approve the agenda. All those in favor say aye. Aye, opposed the same. Motion carried.
Sorry, Pat,
Yeah.
excuse me, do you want Rick to weigh in or not?
Yeah, is he there?
He is.
Well, you can't approve a thing you can't read.
Oh, I see,
Just think-
I beg your pardon.
Right. All right, minutes in the treasury report. You approve those.
Motion to approve the December 2025 minutes and treasury report. And include special meetings,
Yes,
minutes on, at this
yes.
time, including special meeting.
Okay, I'll second it. Motion made and seconded to approve the minutes. All those in favor say aye. Opposed the same. Motion carried. And the treasury report. Would you have
I
both together?
included that.
You included, oh yeah, included the treasury report, okay. All right, then, we'll move on to public comments. Public comment. Rick?
And I'd just like to, I don't know if you're gonna let us when you get down to it, but the, resolution to establish overload permit,
Yep.
is that gonna be a resolution regarding overweights on roads and so on?
No, it's just a resolution to authorize the chairman to issue an oversized load permit. I checked with the county and they have a form, but we never had one, so I checked with, Wisconsin Towns and they sent me the exact same form. So it's just a form to fill out if there's an oversized load.
Oversized or overweight also?
Both, the oversized, overweight, it's a
Okay.
combination of the two.
And are you gonna have your attorney write that resolution up?
No, we just wrote up one, just a resolution that gives the town chairman authorization to issue the permit.
Right, I'm well familiar with that, because in Rock County, you have overload permits signed by the town chairman.
Alright,
And here we don't have Class B roads.
alright,
So, in your resolution, are you adopting the state laws in it? Because who's gonna enforce that?
we're using the same form that the county uses.
Right. Okay. So I'm just curious, who's gonna enforce it?
It's issuing permits for overweight and size loads.
Just for that one time, right?
Right, this permit,
Yeah, so we're not changing it for everybody all the time, it's just for that one particular event.
we're just making town board chairman authorized to issue the oversized load permit. It's the first time one has ever come through, and I don't think we ever had to issue a permit before. So we're just,
So, okay, why do you need to do one now?
well,
I
cause
guess I'm just.
Carolyn Rocky, I called her up,
Gonna move a house.
yep, and I asked her what kind of a permit we could issue, so she sent me the permit. which is exact same as the county permit.
Right.
And then the county didn't think they should do it on their behalf, we should have our own permit process.
For town roads.
Right, so we're using the same permit. Anyhow,
Well, that's on what I'm here for.
does it,
So, what's in it for the township?
what's in it?
Yeah,
$100 fee for a 1-day permit.
$100 to drag. Have we decided how heavy this house is?
About 100,000 pounds
100,000 pounds.
on 7 axles.
All right, that sounds good. Somebody's checked into it. That's
Yeah.
good.
And, during the winter when the roads are froze, that way there's less damage to the road. The wheels will be 18 feet wide, this will be spread out 18 feet wide.
Right.
So,
I have more question on it,
Oh.
but let's get to it when we get to it.
all right,
All right. We
all
want
right,
to go until it comes up again, or?
well, that's,
We're gonna pick it back up in a few minutes.
All right, then I'll wait.
Yeah.
I'll
All
hold
right.
my water.
all right, anything else? All right, we'll move on. Ron Schwartzel's here to, give us an update on the agricultural enterprise area program in the area.
Yeah, Tanya did send you a brief description of it, I think, and a map?
I didn't see it.
No? Okay.
It came in the email.
Oh, you did see it?
I got 27 pages of it, that's
Yeah.
brief.
Whatever, she's in town with Sylvester tonight explaining it, so you have to put up with me.
All right,
Pat, do you remember back in 2012 when this or
Yeah.
13?
I do remember that.
Yeah, well, the program was explained to all the towns at that time in Greene County, and we even hired a consultant from New Glarus to work with them. No towns showed any interest at all.
Yep.
So, in 2024, county board okayed money to rewrite the program
Mhm.
for 24 through 34, and if you need to know anything about Greene County, it'll be in here on a map, or graph, or chart of some kind. So this is a two-step program. The first part is an ag enterprise area, and the Land and Conservation Department last March put on a program, which I attended, and I thought, I'm not gonna let this go by again. It's been,
Mhm.
see if there's some interest, so I went to my town board in April of last year. They took a month, in May, they approved a resolution to be sent to the state for us to apply for an ag enterprise area. So it's a 21-page form that has to be filled out, and Tanya has done the workload of all this, filling this stuff out. I thought my town board would have to have a committee work on this.
Mhm.
She's been taking on the load.
Mhm.
So, because the deadline was July 31st, we decided to wait and forward this after the beginning of this year. We'll probably get it done the first part of March. They won't make a decision until after July 31st, whether they accept us or not. But as part of this form that you have to fill out, we can go out and we can get landowners to sign a petition saying, this sounds like a good idea. I'll sign a petition sheet. You can also do the same thing by going to cooperatives, ag businesses, cheese factories, fertilizer plants, grain elevators, banks, and so on and so forth. So we're getting some of those filled out also. And then there's the map that has to go along with the petition. And that's basically why I'm here, because as the border is drawn out now, we're including part of Spring Grove from Decatur's border south to 11 and 81, starting at GG, working our way west till you get to the corner of the four districts coming together, which is Bagley Road.
So, north of Highway 1181,
From
west of GG to,
over to the point
so,
of the
over to, Jefferson.
Bagley Road, I think, is the
Bagley
dividing
Road.
point, isn't it?
Okay, that's the portion, all
Yeah.
right.
So that's, we need a signature from you folks saying, yeah, you're okay with our bringing the border down into your
Oh,
town,
I see.
or you're not, you know?
Mhm.
And that's a decision you'll have to make.
Okay,
There is a form that you have to sign. I thought she sent this to you. A form that you,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. So, Any questions?
Sure. Why not make it all Spring Grove?
Um,
Well, I wanna ask why
I
make
would
any
s-
of it Spring Grove? What's the
Why make
advantage?
any of it Spring Grove?
Okay, because somewhere during this process, some people in your town had thought it was a good idea and signed a petition.
Dennis Miller.
And I've even got a petition signed by a person that I met at the first meeting and said, I like this concept, but it doesn't fit my operation. But he signed a petition anyhow. So that's the reason. We've also got part of Albany, we've got part of Sylvester, and we've got part of Jefferson included in our boundary line. And this boundary line has to follow partition lines, tax
Oh.
petition. It can't be splitting up a tax petition, or to what, parcel is what I'm trying to say. So that's the reason why, and Tanya could answer that better than me, but that's what I've been told, why we're going into the other adjoining towns, because there've been some landowners that showed an interest in it.
And like in Spring Grove's case, Dennis Miller is one of the base petitioners, and he has
Yes.
parcels that are half Decatur, or partial Decatur, partial Spring Grove.
Yeah.
And that's an issue.
Now, I guess my question is, does 11 and 81 split any tax parcels? I know you've got ownership on both sides of the highway, but wouldn't a tax parcel stay on each side?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know
Have to
either.
look at the map.
Yeah,
What were you asking, Rick?
I just wanted to know what the advantage to this was.
okay. If you don't have land in an ag enterprise area or in a town or county that's zone exclusive ag, you cannot sign up for a farmland preservation plan, which you abide by the plan drawn up for your land by Land and Conservation. You follow that plan, you get $10 per year per acre credit off your state income tax. That's a 10-year plan. The plan previous to this was $5 an acre, but it was income-based, and it was a 15-year program. The governor changed it to $10 and 10 years, I think, in 2023. So that's where it stands now.
It's strictly volunteer.
Oh, it's absolutely volunteer, and anybody that signs a petition, either as a ag cooperative or a landowner, they're committed to nothing.
Mhm.
They're just saying, yeah, let's give the people who wanna do this the opportunity. If we don't have an ag enterprise area, and you're, like I said, you're not in exclusive ag zoning, you can't sign up for a farmland preservation program at this time, anyhow.
So the contract is for 10 years now,
Yes,
the way they're doing it, okay.
If it goes through and say Spring Grove signs the petition, down the road, will there be further, ordinances or provisions that the group would ask of us in Spring Grove?
I don't think so, and I don't want to try to answer your first question, why don't we include, we would encourage if you thought there was enough landowner participation for you as a town yourself to apply to the state, rather than our trying to include all. I would say that would be the best option. Now, on Friday afternoon, we had I don't know how you do this on a computer, but we talked to the head of this program in the state, Tanya and I, and one of the landowners from Jefferson. We had a good half-hour discussion. She asked a bunch of questions. We tried to answer them as to why we think we need to be part of an ag enterprise area. And she said, as far as she knew, because she's gonna take maternity leave and she wanted to get this done before we sent our application in. Decatur may be the only one applying this year. There may be a second one, and there may be some towns who are amending their original ag enterprise area to include some more into their existing plan. But we've got, when 2 million acres is signed up, they shut the program off. It doesn't mean that the program ends for those that have already been okayed, but they're not gonna accept any, the rules at this point anyhow. They've got about 320,000 acres left to go
Oh.
to meet their 2 million.
Is all of Rock County under a ADA?
I don't know anything about Rock County.
My understanding.
They all are.
Yeah.
We had to redo all of our zoning, and you had to get it passed through DATCAP. And the DATCAP attorneys we worked with in order to do it. So the entire township was farmland preservation, and the farmer decided whether they wanted to do it or they didn't wanna do it. And I can honestly say there was very few, if any, that wanted to get themselves in a contract with the government. Over $10. So,
Well, I started my farm in 1985, it went into effect in 86, and I had 3 different 10-year contracts. And that, at that time, was $5, and it was income-based. So toward the end of my third 10 years, I was maybe getting $2. And then they came out after 2009 with a 15-year plan, still at $5, and I said, no.
I see. Oh.
it was just a benefit versus what you were getting for it.
Well, they're trying to encourage people, and not saying that farmers aren't. Farmers are great at trying new things if it shows that it's to their benefit as a business. But we're trying to keep water clean, we're trying to keep erosion into control and things like this. Now, if you had highly erodible land, I can see where the conservation program would say, well, you probably do minimum till or no till and have a cover crop. You're definitely gonna have a nutrient management plan. I don't know that those things are all bad.
No. Not everybody wants to do that, though.
True, but not everybody has to. But let's give the people who want to the chance.
Yes. Mhm.
That's my only
So,
point.
in order to get the people in Spring Grove to be able to sign up, we need to sign, authorization to have agriculture enterprise area in our township.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that would be the proper way of doing it, rather than trying to have Decatur include more of your area. I don't think that would be, and I presented at Albany last Monday night, and a landowner up there said, well, and they okayed, we're about 1,400 acres into Decatur. He said, well, if Albany decides to apply, is that gonna hurt their chances? And I said, I don't know, but I would think it would improve their chances, because you've already okayed part of your town to be in an ag enterprise area. But that's just my thought.
Well, like I said, we discussed it like 15 years ago, and just wasn't any interest, so it fell to the wayside.
Yeah.
So now, all we have to do is decide if we wanna sign not a petition, but an authorization
No,
to
it's-
be included in the,
I don't know if I brought that form along, because I thought she sent it to
well, we
you.
don't have to decide tonight, but
Yeah. No, if you don't sign tonight, you're gonna have to put up with either I or Tanya next
well,
month.
then we can ask more questions. We can do a little research on, well,
No, that's fine.
I remember it, just trying to keep, some of the land from being built up,
Yep,
no subdivisions,
yep, absolutely.
you know, and,
Yeah, if you sign up for a farmland preservation program, the stipulation is there, if you sell an acre to somebody for a residence, it's, the penalty is 3 times the value of the land. So yeah,
Oh.
that's stiff penalty.
okay.
If you decide not to farm according to the plan for your land, they don't stipulate a penalty,
Oh,
other than you don't have to, you don't get the $10 per acre, but I can't believe that there's gotta be something in there, but it doesn't state what the penalty would be, other than losing your credit.
I see. Well, if you don't follow that plan, you don't get government aid either. FSA,
I don't know,
Oh, yeah.
well, I wouldn't think so, no.
we have to follow a conservation plan in
Yeah,
order
okay.
to receive federal.
So I don't know why, if you're already in that situation, I don't know that the plan would be any different. I can't answer to
Well, I
that,
don't
but,
think so, cause
You're already complying with what they're
The
telling you to do.
Right, the crop rotation,
Yep,
the tillage, manure,
yep.
application rates.
So it would be my thought in that case, you would have to do nothing different for the credit.
Right, we wouldn't, but
Yep.
then it's.
Again, this is trying to make the opportunity there for the people who
Right.
think they wanna do
Okay.
it.
Well, we can do some research and bring it up again next month.
Absolutely.
Rick, do you have any further questions on it?
No, I like the idea of doing a little research on it.
Okay.
And part of me says, yeah, it'd be crazy not to do it, but I'm a little concerned about if we go with it in the whole township, if you can opt out of it, okay, for sure.
Well, we won't be doing it in the whole township, because there's only, the boundary set up
Yeah.
at the present time.
But
Again, if you just sign up, if you apply for an ag
in
en-
Decatur, if they decide to go into that, does it affect the way I can farm it or not farm it?
Not if you don't sign a petition to enter the contract.
Well, if you don't enroll the land in it.
Right, if you don't enroll
If
in,
you don't sign up for a farmland preservation program, you have no worries.
Right,
None
nothing.
whatsoever.
nothing tied to anything.
No, no.
This is just for the people who wanna,
This allows
Sign
the
up.
people who want to do the farmland preservation plan the opportunity, because if you're not in, like I said, if you're not in an ag enterprise area or zoned exclusive ag, you don't have that opportunity,
Right.
period.
right,
Thank you.
okay, well then we'll, put it on next month's agenda,
Yep.
okay? All right, we'll move on. Clerk, report and correspondence.
I just wanted to bring your attention that the Wisconsin Town Association district meetings are coming up. There's training sessions. The closest one for us is in Barneveld, but they also have, online version. But, the same training that we're concerned about is for the border review. The county's gonna have training held later in the spring, so, I think we should probably just wait
Well,
and take advantage of the county.
that's what we did last year.
Right.
Rick, would you like to go to a board review training later in the spring?
Like when in the spring?
Well,
We
right
don't really
toward
know
plant
when.
time.
Yeah. Sorry, we don't have a time frame yet, Rick.
It's,
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
in May.
that would be fine.
okay, all right, then we won't, sign up for any, district meetings,
That's really all I had.
unless you,
No, while we're in the clerk section, I know the bills look a little different, does that start a QuickBooks?
It is.
Okay. And how the start of the transition been?
It's been interesting
Oh,
and not too painful,
okay,
but we're still trying to close out with the Wisconsin Town Association software
sure.
and make sure that all of the information we have there shifted correctly. And we're gonna get an outside, accountant to audit what we're doing to make sure.
Perfect. Moving on.
okay, address, fire numbers. County zoning administrator has, made a change in how they handle the fire number and, address signs. The company that provided the signs used to put them up. Well, they won't do that anymore. So it's either, hire somebody to do it or have our town patrolman put up the signs. And, this has been brought to each town in Greene County, and, the county will provide the sign. They'll even deliver it here if you like. And then we'd have the patrolman put it up, because you need to have somebody put it up that puts it pretty well in the right place. So all we have to do is authorize a county as to which way we would like to have the signs put up. So,
Was there talk of maybe slight reimbursement if township puts the sign up, or?
didn't hear about any reimbursements. You can talk to the zoning people in the details, but, there wasn't any reimbursement.
How many did you do last year?
Oh, every new house, maybe 3, 4, 5, 3 or 4. You know, it's just a few. And then some of these signs are faded because they're old. I just took the paint in mine, so it looks pretty good. If somebody has one that's faded, don't feel like paint, well then they can buy a sign. Then you have to buy it, I think.
Honest opinion is their damn sign, let them come out and paint it, they might need to jump and paint the damn
Yeah.
thing.
Get your fire number sign.
I know it.
That's nice
It
that
gets
they
the
can find
ambulance
it.
in my driveway while I'm laying there flopping around.
Yeah. So anyhow, we just gotta decide if we want somebody else put them up.
What are you talking about doing all together?
How many?
Well,
We have a grand total of 2 new fire signs assigned last quarter.
okay,
So I suggest that we're on the order of half a dozen to
Mhm.
10, maybe,
at the most.
max each
Oh.
year.
Is this for new residents or a replacement sign? So,
Justin could probably handle that.
well, he can handle it just fine.
Yeah.
That's what I propose.
The instructions are clear and
Oh,
they're
yeah.
attached to this document, so.
Right.
Are they saying it's mandatory to
Yeah,
put up a new sign?
I
You
think
gotta put the
so.
new ones up?
Oh, not the new ones, no. That hasn't come yet. The new ones are a flag sign, the old ones are a
Right.
one-face sign.
But when
I asked
a
about
new,
that.
when a new fire
Yes.
number is assigned,
Mhm.
there is a new sign that must be put up.
Yeah, and
Yes.
I asked that question. No, we don't have to put in all new signs yet. So, all right. Entertain a motion to install our road name signs?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that what we're
I
worried?
move we do that.
Okay, just. Motion made second to authorize the town patrolman to install road name fire signs. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, same, motion carried. All right, now, next is a resolution to establish oversized road permit. I talked to the sheriff's department and the county highway department, and they have the, process in place, but, it should be our name on top of the application. So Carol Naraki sent me a sample form, which is the exact same form as the county has, and you've seen them, haven't you? I think we sent you one, so anyhow, this house is coming through, middle of February, when the road's still froze.
Guaranteed?
Hmm?
Guaranteed? to
Not
run?
guaranteed, they haven't even started lifting yet, but that's a proposal. And, it'll be 100,000 pounds, it's a heavy house, it's a big house. And it's, I think 28 feet wide, it'll be on 7 axles. So it won't be a real heavy load on each axle, but probably overweight. And they trimmed the trees along the way so that, won't hit any trees. They'll pull out the signs at the bridge abutment and bridge rails and put them back. If there's a mailbox that's gotta come up, they'll pull that out. If they break the post, they'll put a new post in. So that, and the line energy will come along and take down the lines that need to be taken down and put them back up. This house is coming from the Ray Johnson farm, which is north of the state line, about a half mile, to the east of County T. They'll go south on T to state lines, state line west of Mount Hope Road, north on Mount Hope Road to Shanghai Road, and then the west to County S, and then south into Illinois. Somewhere near Dakota is where the house is going. So what I was recommending doing is have the town chairman have authorization to fill out a oversized load permit. So that's the extent of it. The county will do the same permit for the county roads. Any questions?
So I believe you said you're getting $100 for this.
Yep, that's what it says on top of the samples say that too, I think it does. Yeah, $100 for a one-time permit and $150 for, more than one.
So the township's gonna make less than a tire on a pickup truck.
Yep, that's just how it is,
Okay,
yeah.
who decided this route?
The mover,
My question being, it starts out outside of our township and ends up outside of our
Yeah.
township. We ain't made a buck on that house in its entire
No.
lifetime. We're supposed to let him go across
Yeah.
7.5 miles of township roads for $100?
well, that's the process, the public roads, I guess they can use them if they have an oversized permit. So,
Well, if it's 100,000 pounds, the weight per axle isn't gonna be over a
No, it's-
normal axle weight anyway, will it?
a load of dry beans is more than that per axle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's in the winter time too, there won't be any damage to the road, it's the signs will be taken down, hopefully put back up.
What, the only thing I just wonder, do we have any recourse if somebody's mailbox gets taken out, and it doesn't get put back? Who do we go back to
Well,
on that kind of stuff?
The mover, and he told me that he would take care of getting all the signs and mailboxes back,
Yeah.
so.
We don't need proof of insurance.
Oh, and also be necessary to give us proof of insurance.
Mike has a question.
What if there is damage to the road? What if
The
they
road?
decide to do it when there's no frost in the ground, or they
Well-
decide to move this when the ground isn't froze and the roads are damaged?
Well, it's not that heavy over regular axle weight, because there's 7 axles. But if there's road damage, I would think if you would, bill them, like when Bitech hauls, waste into our township, and if they damage the road, cause they always park at the edge of the road when they unload, all you do is call them out here, they look at it, and they've never had a problem paying for damage, so. That
Don't
would-
you think we should have something more than just a, I think so?
Yeah.
I think there should be something that says that if you damage the road,
Okay,
you fix the road.
all right, we'll put that in the permit then.
I agree with Mike. I mean, not that I'm saying they're a bad mover or they're not gonna do their job right, but yeah, basically you need something by someone in writing that they will take care of whatever the cost is. Cause you know more about cost of roads than I do, Matt.
Yeah.
You don't fix a road for a couple $100 anymore.
All right. But, like you said, it'll be 18-foot wide track, and they have to keep that in the middle of the road, they can't run down the edge. So it'll be spread out pretty good, so the
But
weight,
But they're gonna turn, right?
yeah,
So there you're putting stress
Yeah.
on.
on the intersection.
Mhm.
I talked to Chris Darvison about it, and he wasn't concerned about the road damage either. But you still have to have a permit and a proof of insurance, that's the main thing.
So I'm back to my original question, so the mover picks the routes. Why don't he go into Illinois and go straight across that road when it's all straight?
I don't know.
Because he's getting it for nothing. All right, I've said my piece, I will
All right.
shut up now.
So,
Yes,
so then do we have is there a resolution ready right now?
well, we wrote one up, but it's just a resolution authorizing the town chair to issue oversized load permit, which we never had before.
Sure.
And you need a,
I'm not trying to overthink it, but what about errors and omissions? What if you sign and something dramatically goes wrong and down the road they go, well, the township shouldn't have
oh, I
approved
see,
this.
well,
How do we cover for that scenario?
we're covered under insurance for errors and omissions.
Have we talked to insurance about this process?
No, not with our insurance, we could.
Is it, so it'll be a moving forward thing that there'll be availability if somebody needs a
Right.
oversized permit
Right.
on township roads, they'll be able to go through this process.
Right. 'Cause
What's
we-
your enforcement then?
I don't know.
I'm just throwing, I'm just trying to.
I'd like to know too. Okay, so you don't sign the permit and don't say they can't do it. What happens if they just load this thing on a truck and drive her down the road and say, pee on you?
This is the first time this ever come up.
I get it, that's
Never
why I'm
happened.
here asking questions before it happens.
You know, Pat, I think I told you, we dealt with this because we had Class B roads.
Mhm.
So when anybody wanted to take an oversized, overweight load, they'd call me up and want me to give them this permit. And, the reality is that here, that's why I asked about the resolution, what does it say? Because who's gonna enforce when something goes wrong? Who's gonna show up? The sheriff? Now, what gives him the authority on a township road, just like the ATVs and UTVs? That's very specific to adopt state statutes and the laws so that the sheriff has the authority to do these things within your township, because you don't have a court system, so you'd have to go through the county. So, does your resolution adopt the state statutes and all of it, so the county sheriff would have any authority? And I'm just throwing it out because this is a can of worms that you're getting yourself into. Because now the next guy comes along, and one of the issues that we always dealt with, and you know what managed forest land is, they come in and they can cut logs, or they take logging out. Typically, the logger, not only gets, the permit to go on the road, but the logger meets with you, and they drive the route, and they take photos of the road, and because they're bonded and insured, and they wanna protect themselves so that you don't come back to them and say, well, you ruined this road, when really they didn't, or possibly did not. And then after they're done, they come back and they talk to you, and you drive the route again to make sure that everything is A-okay, because they don't want anything coming back on them 3 months from now, that something was soft and they went through it and it was soft, and now there's a problem 3 months later. That's why I asked you, who are you gonna have to enforce this? Who's your enforcer?
County.
The county is. The sheriff told you he would.
He said that if
He
you asked
will.
them to come and direct traffic, they would.
Oh,
But they're not
direct traffic.
charging you, but they would come if you asked.
I didn't mean direct traffic, because
Well,
Who's
You
gonna
can direct
enforce them
traffic.
falling through the road?
you can direct traffic, and I can direct traffic. We did it for minors when they took it. It's just not a matter of directing traffic, it's just making sure everybody's safe is the key. So that was the only question I have. It's a bigger can of worms than just handing out, signing a piece of paper and handing it to somebody to go. Car comes along and gets hit, or something happens, now what? You never say never either, so that's just throwing it out.
okay, well,
It's,
His name up.
oh, my, yeah.
So there was a lot of things that have been thrown out here. I think personally that every permit should come back to this committee, because they're all going to be different. There's gonna be different routes, there's gonna be different circumstances, there's gonna be all of that. Each one of those permits should come back to this committee
Oh, I see.
and be voted upon, not just given the authority to one person to issue the permit
Yeah,
and not have anybody else know.
I think we can do that.
I think,
That's right.
this kind of, your name is Bob?
Yep.
Mr. Dittmer?
Yeah, don't
Hello?
call me that, but okay. Call me Scrappy, and
Yeah,
I know
Scrappy.
a little while.
Scrappy, all right. Kind of, maybe along the line of what he thinks, it's one thing to, bring in a load of trusses, over 12 foot wide and get a permit at $100 for that. But maybe, this load might actually probably be more under the terms of, instead of being an oversight, a super load, which brings in a little bit more criteria. Because the thing is, I think, outside of the permit process, just for the house move, I think, probably need to send Justin out to record the path.
Yeah.
So here's before,
Mhm.
and record after. So, we have a labor cost there for Justin to do that. And I'm not trying to make it a big deal, but I'm just trying to, it makes the most sense. And what I'm saying is, to move a house $100 across the township, we have more than that invested tonight, just getting here to talk about it, than, the permit will cost. So, you know, I think this one might fall under a super permit type.
We'll have to see if we can find one.
Well, probably be the same thing, but we just need a little more follow-up with, before and afters.
Well,
Is this a term of art that you know about, or are you
The super
making
load?
that up?
No, like when you see windmills, them are super loads, they're not an oversized, they're a
I understand,
super load.
is this a term that you know there is a forum for?
Oh, I don't know about the forms, but I bought thousands of overweight permits throughout 12 years, and yeah, there is a term of super load, so could look that up at the DOT. I'm eating a lifesaver, sorry, I don't know what that's called. Mr. Mike?
Who sets the fee? Does the
It's
county
on
or
the
the
form,
township?
it's a standard form.
So the standard form has the fee attached to
Yes.
it, or the township has the
No.
right to assess a
It's a-
permit fee?
The standard form has the fee set up.
Well, Green County's does,
Well,
Yeah,
but
I was gonna say.
I got one that was
in town.
But he also got one from Wisconsin.
you got the sample one there? The sample
This
one,
is the Green County one, but, yeah, you got emailed the
the
one
sample
from the
form.
state,
Is it,
from
why, pretty
Wisconsin
sure it's the
County.
exact same form.
Okay,
Well, I'm not positive.
It was.
It was the exact same form. We just had a place to put our name on top rather than Green
sure,
County.
okay.
On the house move, on the actual move of it, don't you think though that probably the patrolman should probably be
Oh,
in the
yeah,
area of it?
right.
And
I think so too.
and maybe even yourself,
Mhm.
you're signing on a permit,
Mhm.
you know, the first-hand eyes on,
Yeah, I think so too.
so,
Keep an eye on
you know, there's an expense incurred in that, that
Mhm.
I don't think it would be unreasonable to ask for.
Ask for a,
Obviously, you know more about it than me, cause I heard you say you get these overload permits all the time. I was figuring that house was way more heavy, I mean, 100,000, did you say, or 120,000?
he just
That's a
estimated,
big backhoe.
right, he just estimated that. He said, once they get it on the truck, I don't know if they got air system, but they'll get the weight after it's on the dollies. He did tell me that, so then you'll know the weight. So,
Because, I mean, geez, well, let's just talk frank. That bridge just to the west of me, that thing has been there since I moved in there, so it's better than 30 years
oh,
old.
west of you?
Just down at the bottom, right by Oakley Road.
Well, that's a new one, that's a strong,
That hasn't been touched.
Oh, the little one, yeah.
The one up by,
the
where
wrong one.
Kreider Farm
Yes.
was, not that
Yes.
everybody here knows where
Yeah,
that's new.
Yeah.
But that other one,
Right.
hasn't been touched in 30 years
Right.
I've lived there. And that's guaranteed to hold 100,000 pounds, which I know it is because they drive corn trucks over
Right.
it 40 times a year.
Yeah. Our bridges are in good shape, so we don't have any bridges, there's townships, and half our townships have bridges limits on them. Ours are all good. So, we live on Shanghai Road between Mill and Oakley Road.
W 1989 Shanghai Road, if you want
West
to
of,
get technical.
west of South Oakley Road, a half mile.
It's my neighbor.
Oh,
My barn is 3 feet into the road
Yeah.
right away, that's why I'm a little concerned.
oh.
We don't want the house to hit the barn.
But
The
I
paint-
got answers, so I'm good.
It's, I think 28 feet wide is what the house is.
How many axles did you say there was?
7 axles,
7?
yep,
That's 14,000 pounds per axle.
right. But,
I mean, Jesus.
yeah, you know, it,
You're
Chris,
giving them a permit for the weight. That doesn't have anything to do with the width and all that stuff, it's just the weight. So the weight on them axles is nothing compared to.
no, and that's what Chris
Maybe
Carter.
your truck is more than that.
Yeah. Right, it's not the axle weight that's the issue, it's just the, and it's 18 feet wide too, it's,
The actual weight in the equation here, it's
Mhm.
14,000 pounds.
right,
What's the rear axle on Matt's truck when he's full?
yeah. Tank is 40,000,
Well, I can do 36 on a tandem,
Right.
and the
do 20 on
corn,
a spread.
and people haul corn is 40,000 on the tandem with the harvest.
Yeah, they were
exemption.
charging 14,000.
Right,
Get on the road.
and it's not the axle weight that concern. Anyhow,
Yes.
we just gotta establish a
All right.
permit process.
Sure, so outside of the house,
Mhm.
right, on the permit thing, well, I guess you kinda went about it, you know, my questions were cost, portal, like, how does anybody ever know Town of Springs Road needs a permit to?
Well,
I'm gonna bring
the
a
mover,
CNC
the-
machine in.
no, the mover, he knew that he had to get permit. I mean, he knew that.
We didn't know he needed one from us, but we didn't have any. Or he asked for one.
No, he knew that he has to get a permit. He knew that.
If you don't have one, he doesn't have to.
Well,
Because if you have Class B roads, that's where the
Mhm.
statute comes in,
right.
where when you have Class B roads, you have a permit process.
Mhm.
But I never would sign any for the farmers or for Matt to come out there because he doesn't need one and neither does a farmer.
Mhm.
Farmer's exempt to go to and from with
Right,
crops.
right.
So what's the point? And the fee schedule, do we even have a fee schedule in the town? Have we ever adopted
No.
a legal fee schedule?
We never had one.
Well, you have driveway permit, but do we
Well,
have
not
a
for-
fee schedule? Where you have a fee schedule that says, okay, driveway permit's $100. Overweight,
Well,
$100. So the dog license,
There's like a special meeting fee, yeah, there is a fee schedule, but
but we
this
never
has
had
never
a,
been on, this is the first time.
Oh, because I was gonna say,
we've never had a,
you can set that at whatever you want, you don't have to take $100.
right, but it just,
You can set a fee schedule and
We
set
can.
250 if
Or
that's.
just let the county, use the county rules.
mhm. So we just gotta decide if we wanna establish a oversized load permit system. So, what's your
You want to
pleasure?
establish a system or just this one time?
No, just establish the permit process. It wouldn't be just one time, it would be for whenever somebody asks for an oversized load permit.
There was a comment asking for future permits
Oh.
to come before the.
Oh,
board.
before the board, yeah, we can do that, right,
I'm just.
yes. We can,
I'm trying to not be difficult, but what if I go, I don't want the responsibility
Oh.
of signing off that, Hoosier is gonna hold
oh,
a
I see.
house. What if I wanted to opt out of it, I'm not trying to be difficult, but, right, 'cause where does that put that on? Who's on that?
That's what the state statute says. I read the state statute and it says, for oversized load permits, person responsible for road maintenance issues a permit.
Mhm.
That's state statute.
So.
It's on, the number's on there, I forgot the number.
348,
348.2,
Six.
1B.
yes, that's the statute that the permit falls under.
So once you establish this,
Mhm.
and somebody's coming down the road with a big, huge manure tank, there's a possibility they could be overloaded. Are you gonna go see them, stop them, and ask them for their permit? Once you establish this, now you set a weight, oversize policy,
Mhm.
okay? Are you gonna take on those guys hauling big loads? You have to enforce it if you're gonna establish it. Cause that's Pat Fassler's job as the town chairman, under 60-48, 45. Then you have to, if some farmer calls you, a neighbor calls and says, hey, Mr. Fassler, there's trucks running up and down my road with big tanks full of manure.
Mhm.
What are you doing about that?
And you know what he's gonna do about it? He's gonna go talk to the farmer. It happened all the time at the township down in Illinois, all the time.
Yeah.
And you either let the guy do his thing, or you say, no, you can't go through there. It's your choice.
Well, but once you establish the the policy of an overweight permit. Are you saying that you can give a permit to who you want and don't make somebody get a permit if you don't want?
Yeah.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Can't do that.
Is there
No,
anything
no,
saying
no,
that
no,
you
no,
have
no,
to have
no.
a permit?
We're just trying to cover ourselves. We've never had the issue before.
There is apparently a statutory size and weight
Mm-hmm.
limit,
Right.
Yes.
but it's a state item.
Well, you get state money for your roads too.
So,
when is the move tentative?
middle of February.
Middle of it.
So
How much time
if,
was
we may be, if you don't act today,
Mm-hmm.
this may be a moot point by the next board meeting. It may be a done deal. They may complete the effort. So, unless you heard different from the date,
No, that's just estimate.
right? I'm just saying,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the next meeting's what, the 12th of February? Is that right? 19th?
17th.
7th?
17th.
17th, okay.
Pat, can I relate my
Yeah.
experience on Decatur Road
Oh,
with
yeah.
the big dairy was hauling liquid manure, the semis. And they would go a semi about every 3 hours, 3 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
for 12 hours a day for about 3 days past my place on all those curves. It was dangerous. I mean, a semi going around some of my curves takes up the whole road. The town board talked to the big dairy, they talked to the people who were doing the hauling. We got them to, instead of coming all the way around Decatur Road, to turn around because they were applying on the common farm. A turn around in the field, go out to F the same way they came in,
Oh,
so that they wouldn't be going around these curves. That worked for a while, and then they decided they were gonna park the trucks on F by George Crooks's farm and pipe it across
oh,
neighboring fields.
I see.
And I think now they're piping it right from the dairy. I don't think they're hauling it at all. So it was, in our case, it was a matter of the board talking to the people and they complied. Although there was one time they said it was too wet for them to turn around.
Oh,
They left it go, they shouldn't have left it go. But
mm-hmm.
it did solve the problem. Right now, we don't have, as far as I know, there's no semis hauling at all into this area.
Okay, well, so we,
The super load is wider than 16 foot or over 150,000 pounds.
So that's, meets one of the criteria.
Logging trucks can haul 100,000.
right, but they got a special
Yes.
exemption.
So you have a resolution?
Right,
Let's look at it.
just the authorizing the town chairman, or it's the officer responsible for maintenance, that's how the state statute words it. Want to reword it? We can.
Well, that, as it stands, is authorizing the chair to act alone for the township.
Right.
And there was a suggestion that each of these items are unique and should come to the board. But
And we can,
do whatever you want.
right, if that would be your pleasure, have a town board authorization for oversight.
What if you approve this permit for this house tonight, one time,
Mhm.
and that's the only permit you've approved then?
Well, we can do that too.
You
And
could,
then we'd have time to look over this if you really wanna have a resolution
Mhm.
to put the chairman in to letting these permits out.
Mhm. They just need a permit.
They need,
They
they
just,
need to move the house.
right,
You could give them this permit, it kinda gives us a little bit of liability, okay, I read through it, you know, and then it's done, and really, when you look at the weight on the axles, you're not talking about really an overload,
no, it's not that heavy.
no.
So, what's your pleasure? just to
I
approve
think
this
we give them the permit for the house.
one time?
But technically, we don't even have an application for a permit for the house.
Hmm?
Do we even have an
No,
application?
but you can make a motion to give them a permit to do so.
It would look exactly like,
That was,
Right.
and, except it wouldn't say Green County on it, it would say, and this came from Carol Naraki also.
what research would you do prior to signing that permit?
Well, the roads that we're on, to make sure that the signs get put back up,
But that's gonna be after the fact.
right?
I think what you could do is create a set of due diligence items, including what you mentioned about Justin, videography before and after, to make sure that there was or was not any damage, and have him and/or whomever else is interested and available participate in the event to just bear witness if something goes wrong or if not. And then it's a matter of holding the moving company liable or not for damage if something extraordinary occurs. But
Maybe have a certificate of insurance from them.
Right, that'll be required.
If something goes bad, then they're gonna take care of it.
Right, but imagine 7 years, if something goes wrong, it's 7 years before insurances will get around to writing a check. But, like, for example, the route, I mean, are there bridges that you need to worry about? Do you need to know the actual spacing and?
No, our bridges are fine. We inspected all those structures. It's the structures that are the ones that you'd be concerned about. The one by east of G is the 12-foot structure, all that. Won't be that much weight on it, time it gets back off. I forget the one by Scrappy's, not much bigger. Well, the weight is not an issue.
How will 28-foot clear by his barn?
Oh, yeah, yeah, it'll clear.
It
I'll
will?
guarantee you it better, there's gonna be bullets.
It'll,
flying.
yes, it'll clear.
No, it should be fine from what I
Yes.
hear.
They mapped the route out, so. Anyhow, so,
So the
So we
mover
just-
has traveled the route?
oh, yeah, he's mapped out the route and
They've trimmed trees.
trimmed trees.
Oh,
You know, what the branches are hanging over in the road, they cut them off.
That's what got me all fired up about it, because I got a phone call from my wife, there's a guy standing in our yard with a chainsaw at 7 in the morning. I was like, well, what's he cutting? After she explained it, it's all in the right of way, it's none of my business, but it's like, well, geez, nobody notified us any of this was going on. I mean.
when was that?
What day did I call you back? You remember? I don't even remember.
2 or 3 weeks ago.
2 or 3 weeks ago. But I was in the truck on my way to Madison, so it's like, well, ain't much I can do about it. I'll talk to you about it tonight.
They just trimmed the branches that are hanging over in the road. Wasn't much of it.
And I'll be honest with you, Pat, I've driven in there for 2 or 3 weeks, and I haven't even looked to see which branch they cut off. But it's just like, well, hey, why is this going on? Why didn't we know anything about it? You know, who authorized this? Why are they coming down this road, not Illinois? Who picks these routes? Do they have insurance? I'm sure they do. I heard you talking about putting this form together, that's fine. He's got a letter of insurance, but if you don't tell him what he's supposedly liable for, that's not worth a spot.
Can you issue a permit without a permit process? I'm just asking that question, because, I mean, how do you issue a permit when you don't even have criteria for the permit to be issued?
Well, we got.
Which is what we're talking about, I
Yeah,
guess.
right. So that's what we gotta do tonight.
Well, I agree with Tony, actually, I think it's too late. But
Anyhow.
it needs to be looked into.
So,
My only point is, once you establish it,
Who's gonna enforce it?
now you better enforce it.
I think it's a unique situation, so we're gonna
So
offer a
handle it
unique
unique.
solution. And then we'll establish a process moving forward. I don't know how else to address it.
Yeah, I don't either. Just, the county's just gonna have them fill out that permit because they adopted that oversized load permit system, so. And that's what we recommend we do. Adopt the process and then use the same form, so.
But then the county has an enforcement way
Mhm.
of handling everybody who doesn't get a permit and they're overweight when they pull them over. You didn't get a permit, wait a minute, we have a process that you have to follow, we have a resolution that says we have adopted an overweight permit, where is your permit? And the county then can, the county sheriff can handle it.
And as far as our bridges, the county has jurisdiction over our bridges too. You know, over 20-foot bridges. You did tell me that.
What about, having a permit process, but the county handles the,
Permit?
yes or no
Well,
issue of
we
it?
talked about that too, it's just better that it comes from us.
There again, why would they take the liability for township roads?
I'm trying to avoid that liability too.
I get it.
That's why I say, if you talk to your town attorney, I'm not talking about the town's attorneys, cause they cannot handle your case
No,
individually.
we haven't talked to the attorney yet.
Rick, what do you think?
I don't know, you need to give them permission to move the house before our next meeting, right?
Right,
Not
And
necessarily.
if we don't, what do they do?
I don't know.
They'll move the house,
Let's move the house.
They'll go to
cause they have state permits, county permits.
Won't they just get a county permit?
Yeah, they will, but we should have our permit in place too, for our town roads. Yes, they'll get a county permit, and Chris Narveson said he would give them that permit.
Sorry, he is who?
County, road commissioner, highway commissioner.
Well, if he's gonna give it, what would be our reason to not give it?
Oh, right, I don't think so either, but we gotta decide that here.
Just, can we not just tell, him that we give a permission for him to go ahead and authorize the permit? And let the county do it?
Well, I mentioned that to him, he mentioned it too, and he just thought it a better idea that have our name on the permit across town roads
Reliability,
for liability reasons.
you bet.
So it's just, it's better to have our name on the permit. So, I think it's fine too. Rick, are you good with it?
Yeah, I'm fine with it, yeah, I think we're making a lot more out of it than we need to, because it's just big, it's not,
All right. Matt? Okay?
For the resolution?
Right, resolution, issue a permit for oversized load.
Pretty general resolution, it's pretty broad.
Well,
No, I think you're making a motion, you're not creating a resolution. You're making a motion to approve a permit for a unique, one-time, oversized, overweight,
right,
Okay,
potentially
Right.
oversized,
Yes.
overweight moving permit. It's a unique, one-time thing.
So moved.
It's not a resolution, okay? Sorry.
all right.
yeah,
Okay.
I agree with you, Tony.
Matt moved to approve the permit. Rick,
I'll second.
motion made and second to approve the permit. All those in favor say aye.
alright,
Aye, opposed the same, motion carried. Okay. Zoning permits, are there any? Oh,
I didn't have anything else, zoning, roads, fire, so I think you're at the bills.
well, no, roads, there's a, Justin went out with the Taylor Creek Tree Service, and they marked trees that need to be trimmed with a boom truck. And Taylor Creek Service has got a proposal here for, I think it's 5 or 6 different locations to trim the trees that we can't reach. Oakley Road, Town Center,
Oakley, Town Center, PD.
Town Center, PD Road.
Anyone wanna see it?
So Rick, so $3,500 is the estimate for trimming these trees in these locations. All we do is need to approve this, proposal. And he will trim the trees and chip the branches.
Mike's got a question.
Mike?
So we don't want a second quote?
It's a pretty good quote, he's done work for us before.
Well, but how do you know it's a good quote? Because you got nothing to compare it to.
Well, we could. You wanna get a second quote?
It's hard to beat Simon, but I'm not gonna vouch for it either. I'm not gonna swear to it, I don't know.
You get Whitney in there, it's gonna be twice that.
Yeah, you know that.
But you got Connors,
The county
there's
can do
there's
it.
other ones. I mean, I'm just saying, you know, to make sure that we're spending the money the way we should, you know, we almost need a second quote to
Well,
say.
we've had him before, and he did a very good job last year.
Well, I'm not questioning how good a job he does, I'm questioning if his price is
Oh.
the best that we can get out there for the township's
Well,
money.
We
is all
can
I'm
get the
saying.
county to do an estimate, but they'll go time and material. They won't give you a quote.
Have Justin call Edge.
Edge?
Yeah, Condon, what does he call
Oh.
over here at Hayden Court?
Okay, yeah.
Is that what it's called? Edge?
I don't know, I know who you mean.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just,
all right.
cause we're not, this isn't immediate,
No,
right?
no.
Right?
This is just that Justin took them out
Yep.
and documented the trees that need to be trimmed,
No?
that we can't reach. All right, we'll get a
So,
estimate from,
yeah, it's a good idea, Mike, thank
you
you.
know, from
Yeah,
Common.
kind of.
All right, we'll do that. All right. Fire and EMS. Nothing new. We gotta pay the assessment.
Right. So the 50% of the assessment is due, the end of the month, $29,263.
Okay? All right then. Anything else? All right, we'll pay the bills.
Yeah. Yeah, payroll. Yeah, you know, this is kind of a hybrid.
Sorry.
Where's the list of
We've had it.
bills? Oh, here it is.
The first half is town hall software.
We will,
Back half
Oh, here, all right.
little bit of it.
Got it?
will be math.
And then this piece is.
Payroll.
Yeah.
Stay on the payroll.
That's the one we paid tomorrow. So that's not on your list.
Oh, yeah. All right. You see, that's the one not on the list, right? Right.
The payroll is, yes, sir.
That one's not on the list now.
Oh, not, no. These are just checks.
Put them all.
Rick, are you leaving?
Yeah.
wanna talk about mowing a little bit.
But what?
Mowing.
Okay.
I wanted you to tell me if I was all wet or not. Once you gotta go.
Well, I can wait.
I mean, this is the boring part, I know.
Way to go.
I know.
I said that out loud, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Can we ask questions about the bills?
Sure.
What is the employee trust fund, the health insurance premium, what is that?
That's health insurance for our full-time employee.
So he's on the state plan?
Yes,
And that premium, is that the monthly premium or a biannual or?
monthly.
Monthly.
That's every month. $3,800 a month,
Yes. Can you just do this?
No.
close to 48 grand a year.
Yes,
Does that include retirement or?
no,
Holy.
That's for the patrolman, is that correct? Is he the only one on that, or no?
that's it, yes.
Does he pay any of it back?
Yeah, part of, he pays 12%.
Oh, it's back 12%. He pays back 12%.
All right. Here now.
It's doing any better, mine is almost $2,000 a month.
Is that a high deductible plan?
It's the mandatory plan from the state for a first full-time employee. There's not another option.
No, but is it a high deductible, or I mean, is it a, low deductible?
No, I don't know, to be quite frank. It's the one and only that he is available to him.
I think they said that like next year, the second year in, he can change plans. But the first year in, the state tells you which plan you take. Period.
Well, I just didn't know if it was
I
a
don't know.
$1,000 deductible or $9,000
That I
deductible
don't
or.
know.
Okay. It's just one deal, right? So for us, what are we gonna say? What do we do? Yeah, it's all over the damn thing. If you don't lose it. Would ask them to pay this early.
Our really good stuff that I do know, but yes, you are correct. Work with that ABC of Wisconsin, so we're gonna keep consideration. But I mean, our deductible was a $20 copay. But we got to do it. Because we were losing all our people. Different thing else.
that's due at the end of the year.
Usually I always say you guys go too over this time.
Okay.
It's a little question, cause you only have 1,000.
Okay, that's.
600.
61, 62. And, sorry,
You only have 1,600 in the bank after those big ones clear.
65, 70.
65,000? All right. Maybe, whatever. No, 65, right, make you comfortable.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then let's talk about February 15th payments, I don't.
That's this one.
An action,
No,
No,
that's
the tax, property tax payment on February 15th, that we have to make that. You just wanna talk about it so that I can just make the transfer, even though she put on that email, you don't have to take it to the board, you just mention.
Sure. Yes.
Yes, she tells me what to pay, you know, I double check it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. Where did I just put that? Right here.
And February 15th is President's Day or something, 15th is like a Sunday, so,
Monday again, okay.
yeah.
We'll get it done.
And then that day is actually the day I probably want to transfer to the day of the week. Or if I do it ahead of time, you know.
Did you have that next bill?
The what?
Contract?
Oh,
Remember this next bill?
You mean the rates for this year?
No, the contract.
Oh,
Remind me, is the 622 for the Wisconsin retirement, is that for the month?
I think that's quarterly. Right.
Oh,
didn't it always used to be about that too?
yeah, I'm just saying, I'm trying to, refresh my memory. If the, they take that every quarter, every month,
They used to take it every month.
they do?
The withholding,
No.
No, the Wisconsin retirement contribution by the
Trust.
town. Justin has to pay some.
622.72, this one, there must have been some adjustment, cause it was 44.86. Also.
I'm just trying to figure what the monthly WRS payment is. He has to pay a percentage of it.
And I don't think
Depends what the inch is.
Right, I'm saying from Act 10, the employee now has to pay a
Probably
percentage.
6%.
But how much is he in what category to get how much?
Do you know the percentage or
no,
no?
I do not.
Who figures it out?
Actually, the bookkeeper, based on wage. So, yeah, I think the 622, is a monthly amount, but
But some of it would be from his payroll too, I would think. He's putting it in too?
Yeah,
That's
he
my
has to pay a
guess.
percentage.
Yeah,
I'm just wondering what the town's percentage is on a weekly basis of his wages. because it gets paid every 2 weeks, so much each paycheck has to be paid in toward Wisconsin retirement.
Oh, yeah,
What is the weekly
That's it.
percentage the town pays?
We're tripping on their claims.
We were at
Yes,
9.9%
why,
in protective status.
It's
Sorry,
needs a
man?
review.
Found at 299.56.
It's on there twice, it says needs review.
Every 2-week paycheck.
There was two different,
So he's making 46,000.
The X, is a cancellation.
19
No.
times
cancel, okay.
48 comes up
Sorry.
about
Well,
40,000.
you,
It is
they wanna know what truck each piece was put on.
Oh,
40
Well, that-
grand.
The swivel was for 2,000 and the shoe was for 21.
And then with the
So
retirement.
they're keeping track of which truck, particular parts.
And one additional item, a statement from the Green County Treasurer for $9.39.10. That's for the printing and postage for our tax
Tax
bills.
bills, yep.
And it's due to 15th, so it's another
Yep.
$939. Okay.
We'll prove that too.
All right.
That's what
So,
Now, how much?
6.5%.
our grand total we would need would be 65,000 to change from the.
65,000.
Yes, please.
based on salary or what you.
who said like?
I was based on salary.
Sorry?
Rick Lee or?
Well, he can't vote on this because he can't see the bills.
Oh.
Depending on what
Rick,
category.
So it's a match.
oh, you are? Oh, okay, you do have them, all right.
So we're up to 65?
65.
65,000?
Motion to move 65,000 and pay the bill.
Hey, Rick? Right, motion made, second to deposit $65,000 and pay the bills. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed the same, motion carried. Okay,
And next month, we make another payment, you know, to the schools in
Oh.
Green County, just to remind you, so I don't send out an email. The clerk, treasurer tells me what to pay, and we pay it.
okay.
New business,
Randy?
something, just, I'm not saying we gotta go anymore with it, but just something to think about. Town of Avon is taking bids for their ditch mowing for this year.
Oh,
One in spring and one in fall. I don't know if our patrolmen will have accessibility or time. I don't know if Rick would have accessibility or time or even interest, but I was just thinking, of course, you know, we're not profit, so it would be direct bill of time and labor, probably similar to what you do with other time. I know Decatur's a trade, but, it might help offset some costs on our labor and maybe give us money to put towards the mower in the future, just something to think about. They aren't, bids are due at the end of February, so I just wanna throw the thought out, and then you guys think about it next month, and if we wanna maybe talk a little bit more,
well, those would be bids.
with that.
They would have to have a certain amount for mowing it on time. We can't do that.
Right,
We
it
can't
would
give
be-
bids,
Right, but it would be different in that
right?
X hour,
But as far as whether we can do time and material or not, that's what the county does with us.
right,
I don't know if we can do that.
Kind of talk that over with Justin, I think, maybe too.
Mm-hmm.
See if he got to have the time for it.
Right, well, there's plenty to do here.
right. Just a thought,
Yeah, right.
and I know we got Rick May,
Mhm.
I don't know, are you slowing down in that kind of work, or where are you
Yeah,
feeling you
probably
get?
wouldn't- I probably wouldn't be interested.
Oh, are you in good shape now that you're doing that? You are,
Yeah,
that's good.
I can attest to that, he's in good shape.
Is he?
Well, just a thought,
All right, well, thanks. All right, then we need to schedule the next meeting.
who does that over there now, Tom Pop?
yeah,
Your next meeting date is February 17th.
17th, right. February 17th.
and he does a nice job,
Yeah, he does.
but it's just something I thought that would help offset maybe our expenses a bit.
It's really nice.
I'll be quiet.
Yeah, Rick.
I don't wanna hear how warm it is where you're at.
I could resist.
Nobody asked you.
The heat wave compared to
Get on the bid for that. Tree trimmers.
Looks like it's almost 70 degrees in here.
I
Yeah.
don't believe it.
I don't either.
Okay.
complicated contract.
Motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Sure.
Okay, motion made, second to adjourn, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same, motion carried.
Tell Connie.
I will.
All right, goodbye.
But see you.
Don't get a sunburn there, Rick.
When,
I'll try that.
when do you come back?
Oh, I should look to see if you
come
have any
back.
checks to take a deposit.
When's he coming back?
Hey. Okay, yeah.
What's that?
I'm not
You
here.
guys ain't over big Jim Mark, they're really good.
We missed it.
Oh, I bet they're good. Nothing like homemade.
But your calls in,
Good, they really didn't.
So what's the date of your surgery, Pat?
Second
the
to
Ricker
February.
kicker.
So I won't be much different to February,
Who's doing it?
not Prairie. They do it.
Not at the